I do tip my delivery drivers and waiters. I do. But I hate tipping. I bloody hate it. If I could abolish it, I would. I hate it. However, I know it's the
Calm down, bro. Calm down, bro. Chat, now I got a Degenerocity video that's not a confessions video. Turns out he doesn't only make confessions content. I thought this was interesting to watch. It's about tipping culture, and I am a fucking European. I am very, very European. I'm Romanian, so I'm like double, triple European. So, yeah. Let's go. Let's see an American's take on tipping culture.
A generous act of courtesy you do when you're more than satisfied with the service you were
Yeah, that's
provided.
what it should
you
be.
Give them a little extra money. Usually you give these to your servers at restaurants, your barber, and strippers, just as a way of...
Barber? Wait, you're supposed to tip your barber? What? I thought it was only for restaurants. There is tipping in here, but like you do it if like it's meant to be if someone actually does a nice job. You know, and it's not for barbers. I thought it would be, it's like in here, it's for restaurants or like delivery drivers. You know?
You're doing a good job. Go get yourself a nice...
Okay, wait, I do think it's a little bit quiet. Give me a second.
pair of undies. And this overall thing is practiced all around the world. It's not exactly a foreign concept for anybody. Tipping is a normal thing, but no place on earth lets it give out the tip more than the US of A.
Yeah, that's the thing, because here we have tipping, but it really is like, no one's gonna look at you weird or chase you off if you don't tip. There is just like, it's not expected, it's just, it's welcomed but not expected.
We go X Games mode with the tipping over here, cause we be giving everybody tips. We tip our delivery drivers, taxis, bellhops, housekeeping, house movers, bartenders. If you're an in-person service, then most likely you accept tips.
Chat. We really don't think about the true service workers that do the most service in society. And that is, of course, our Vtubers, guys. We should tip our Vtubers, okay? I take 25% credit card on credit. Okay, guys. We should really think about the people that truly matter, which is our Vtubers. And we should tip our Vtubers, man. I've worked as a waiter for 3 years and no one tipped me before. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that might be a you problem. Wait. That might be a you problem. 3 years and not a single tip? What were you doing? Yo, hey, yo, hey, yo. Is that not what the gift itself is? Wait, am I being tipped? Wait a second. Is 20? Wait, if you give me a sub, is that a tip? Oh man.
Even my homie's last job at the gas station, where he just pumped people's gas, he got over $100 in tips in one day. I didn't even know people tip for that. We
tip for the gas?
Except the homeless. But has it gone too far? Let me go off real quick. But I've been seeing tipping options where I've never seen them before. Like counter services, you know, cashiers. I've never heard of tipping cashiers, but those blue blocks on the
What? You tip cashier? Bro, I work as a cashier and I've never been tipped. Maybe I'm the bad worker. Chat, you know what's funny? In here, we are legally not allowed to accept anything from customers. So, like, sometimes a customer will be like, hey, you guys are doing a great job. I just want to give you guys, like, candy and stuff. We are not allowed. We are genuinely not allowed to accept anything from customers. Definitely not tips. In France, it's legal to tip a cashier, yeah, and here too. In here too, you're not allowed to. I've had customers start to give me stuff, and I'm like, sorry, I can't.
One time I went to a concert, and I went to the...
Bro, stop. Because people are still dragging on this VTuber concert, and I feel so bad. Okay, there's so many lies. Like, people saying it costed $300 to watch. No, it was like free entry. Okay, look. The guys wanted to do a nice thing for his community. Yeah, it looks a bit silly, but like, grow up. Grow up. Okay. Can't believe they're still using it, man.
I got a hoodie, bro handed me the hoodie, then turned around his iPad for a tip. Now, I know these people don't get paid too well, but what in that interaction concurred a tip? Did he slip me $100 bill in a hoodie that I didn't see? I don't think so. Nah, I don't think I'm gonna tip. But I would usually see these in local businesses most of the time, so that's all fine and dandy. But I've heard Starbucks is also doing tips. Now, I don't really go to Starbucks because it's just not for me. I like my coffee a certain way. I like my coffee how I like my men. Long, black, and Vietnamese. And no offense, people.
Okay. Okay.
You Starbucks employees out there, but I'ma treat y'all like McDonald's and Burger King. Like, why would I tip the drive-through cashier? That just sounds unnecessary.
Yeah, no. I don't get it at all. Yo, thank you for the tip, Roy. Thank you for the tip. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the tip as well, Darfield. Such. Thank you, guys. Am I doing extra service? Wait, it also makes sense because you know the VTubers that do the most lewd and fan service stuff, they get the most tips. So it really is like real life. Wait. Wow.
Restaurants are not asking for tips, then I'm never gonna tip. Don't get no ideas, please. However, I understand why these workers would want to tip, though. They work low-wage jobs, and sometimes they got families to take care of at home. So a tip or two would make their lives a little bit easier.
Yeah, that's the whole thing in here. In Europe, if you tip, most likely the worker isn't even gonna get it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty sure in Europe, the tips just get added to the overall taken income. So it genuinely is like, there's no point to it. No point to it in it.
I'm not trying to tip at Wendy's, bro. But I know that day will eventually come. I can smell it. This is the U.S. We'll somehow incorporate tipping into everything. So the employers can justify why they're paying their employees minimum wage.
Yeah, it really feels like just a way to shift the responsibility of paying employees to the consumer without raising prices. So rather than being like, oh, we're gonna make your burger cost more, it's like, no, your burger costs the same, but you also are socially obligated to pay a lot more than your burger would have to cost extra to pay people more, just so you don't feel like you're a bad person.
If someone doesn't tip, they get mad at us instead of the business that's giving them a non-living wage. That's why tipping is super pushed. So restaurants, for example, can pay their waiters low salaries to encourage them to aim for tips.
Yeah.
So waiters have to be as upstanding, top of their tippy toes, holly jolly of a worker as possible to try to get ends meet. So the customer can walk away feeling happy about their experience, the owner of the restaurant being happy because of the profit and good look of the business, while the waiters walk away with a $2 tip and food stamps for a salary. Or at least that's just my theory, my game theory.
Yeah, I think the game theory is right, man. Yeah. Jobs that tip can legally pay under minimum wage are so fricked. Yo, Quad, thank you for the 5 tips! Holy! 5 whole tips! Oh boy! I must be doing a good job. Thank you for the 5 tips, man. I really appreciate it. Epic! I gotta be holly jolly. I gotta be extra holly jolly now. A lot of restaurants in America pay less than minimum wages, like $7 an hour. That's crazy.
Now, people that have never had a job might say, ain't that a good thing? It makes the waiters actually try to do their job well, bro. Ain't nobody want to work minimum wage, period, bro, in this economy. Doesn't matter if I'm getting tips. All it takes is one bad day of penny pinching tips to be like, well, Scoob, I guess we have to eat whatever's in the fridge tonight. I should know.
It's fine. Sometimes you just have ice soup as a tweet chat. Sometimes you just have to pull out the ice soup. Okay.
I used to be a waiter. I was a waiter for weddings and other events in my late senior year, and my wage was decent, $15 an hour, and for a high school student, that's pretty good. Plus, I only worked on the weekends. Man, this job was gonna be a breeze. But that was only because I was a kid. I ain't need that much in the first place. All I thought is, if I can afford food, sold. But to spoil the fun, most of the time, I did not get any tips or very little tips. And 95% of my gigs was at weddings, so the food was already paid for. I was giving these niggas free food, and I got nothing. And I was always all nice and shit. I was never mean. I was all like, hello, hot diggity day, what would you love me to have? I thought I was doing a good job.
Yeah, I guess you really have to be like a suck ass. You really like. It's funny because like I also heard that Americans that go to European restaurants are like the staff is so rude because people just act normal to you. They'll be like, "Yeah, can I take your order, please? Is that all?" And then they'll just fuck off. Like they won't come to you and be like, would you like anything else? Anything extra? Can I fluff up your pillows? You know, like they won't be rude. But I just will be like, yeah, okay, fine, that's it then. Okay, here's your order.
Shaved off my hair to be more presentable, which is something I still regret to this day. Don't cut the hair you love for no jobs. Unless it look like this.
What the hell? Dude. You also get rushed to finish quick in America? Oh, man. Oh, man. Could never get a job like this due to my heavy social anxiety. It's funny because I almost got a job in a bar, like a sports bar. But then I think they were training me. I think they realized I was just too like panicky and stuff. And they were like, yeah, bro, you're too stressed out. You're not going to be able to do this. And I was like, oh, man. Like they fired me first day. They took me in. They like showed me around and then they fired me. And I was like, oh, man.
No job for that. I did get tips sometimes. The biggest tip I've ever gotten was $40 from a table of old white women and a gay dude. And from then on, they became my target audience. I'd always pick the table with the gay niggas, because I know they give me the biggest tip. And me complaining about tips might sound like a
I guess you gotta know. I guess you gotta know what's the target, man. I guess you gotta know, you know?
Problem, but I'm talking about like in the grand scheme of things of this kind of job. Like if I was an adult with this job paying bills, taxes, rent, all that, I could not live like this. I know this because I had coworkers in their late 20s, 30s, 40s who said they couldn't take care of themselves with this wage. That's why they sold drugs on the side. That's why we should hold these businesses accountable to have higher wages for their employees so they don't have to rely on tips anymore. We must rise against this corrupt business practice. Who's with me?
Me.
You're just saying this because you just don't want to pay tips no more. Well,
I mean, look, obviously, but also it is pretty unfair, and it shouldn't be the consumer's responsibility to pay the wages of the employees. Okay, it's unjust and immoral. Okay, look.
I don't like tipping. Who does? Who wants to pay more of that?
That's the whole thing because people don't think about it. Like, it would be better for you if the burger price went up and the employees got paid better. You didn't have to tip. You'd pay less. But people are just so, like, just stuck into for monetary gains that they don't realize that you pay more when you tip. Holy! Quasi go to 10 tips! You know, actually, chat, tipping is the best thing ever, and you should always tip. And like, tipping culture is you know, it's like, it's just good, and you know, it's like it's the moral thing to do. And if you don't tip, you're an evil person. Thank you so much for the 10 tip squad. I really appreciate it. Again, guys, if you don't tip, you're just a bad human being. I hope you know this. Okay. Look, man. Thank you for the 1,000 bits! Thank you for the 1,000 bits tip! Thank you for the 1,000 bits tip! I really appreciate it, man! Hell yeah! Wait, you earned the 10,000 bits prize? That's crazy! Tip your local anime girl, chance. Look, that's the only tip you should give, okay? Those are the essential workers, anime girls.
Money when they don't have to. I'm not a misogynist, a masochist. Wrong word. I am the other one. I'm not saying I don't tip, I do. But mainly because I want to at least try to balance out my good deeds with my bad ones when I'm in the pearly gates. I'm not trying to go to hell because I didn't tip my eye.
Yeah, this guy ain't getting raptured. Oh, bro! Ray, thank you for the tip! Thank you for the 5 tips! Yo, holy! We gotta talk about tipping more often. Tip a chat. Tipping culture is working, man. Darthulge, thank you for the tip. God damn. Thank you guys for the tips, okay? I really appreciate your tips, okay? Look, chat, tipping culture is honestly, I think, necessary, and it's just one of the best things that's ever been made. And it's you know, it's like we just have to understand that you have to pay me money, okay? We just, as a society, have to understand this. And I really appreciate all the tips a lot. Bro! Yo! Dude, why has this video become quad thinking for another 10 tips? Another 10 tips! He's insane! He's crazy! He's a ballerina! He's bro! That's crazy! USA! 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 Let's go! Rah! America! I love the tip. I love, just a tip, chat, just a tip. Thank you so much. Tipping culture is peak. This video sucks.
Waitress who so happened to be
thank you so much for the tips, Darthel as well.
I'm trying to get heaven. But if I gave 0 darns, dangs, or I would almost never tip. I would look at the bill, then pay the bill, then end it there. I would only tip if I received
move to Europe.
Outstanding service. Because, most services nowadays are just average, regular stuff. Nothing to point out. But you still supposed to tip. In a perfect world, I would only tip if the person is enthusiastically nice.
Yeah, exactly. So go to Europe. That's the perfect world. The perfect world is Europe. You only tip if the person is actually nice and you feel, oh my god, this person made my experience so much better. I'm gonna give them extra money.
Fast service, give me a back massage, and also pay for my food.
So I guess I don't deserve to be tipped because I'm always mean. And I crash out. Oh god, I don't deserve the tips. In Europe, I don't deserve the tips. Think of the tip, Red Cloud. Think of the tip. Oh god, I don't deserve it. I'm always mean and I crash out at people. Oh no. Oh no, think of the tips. Like Supreme and Dartheld. I don't deserve the tip. Bro! Holy, Zeta, thank you for the 5. Chat, what has this video become? Oh my god, this video has become the opposite. This video has become the opposite what it was meant to be. Holy. Wow, we started quad. Zeta, thank you for the 5 tips. Thank you for the 5 tips, man. Thank you. How's your level 8 hype train? We're just watching a video. Bro, quad, chill out. Put the wallet down. Man. Put the wallet down. Thank you for the 5. Alexis? Thank you for the tip, Alexis. That's crazy. Quota chat, bro, stop. Chat, look, I never go above and beyond, okay? I cough in your face and I'm mean. And I interrupt the video. I pause in the middle of the video. For an hour. The video is paused. Thank you for the tip. The Darl. I don't even know how many bits. That's too much to count. Dude. Inbred. Thank you for the tip. Your name is epic. Your name is epic, Inbred. Dude, we're never finishing this video.
I can understand tipping delivery drivers because they also need the money to pay for their gas, but
we're never finishing this. We're never finishing this video. Red Cloud, thank you. Red Cloud, thank you for the 5. We're never finishing this video. As soon as I pause, there's tips. I gotta thank the tips. I don't even know how the people on YouTube are watching. Holy. As soon as I pause, thank you for the 5, Red Cloud.
Argument that I said earlier, and if they show up mad late, then I don't have to tip them. We should bring back the 30 minutes or less, or the food is free.
Dude,
I start ordering food from Russia on purpose. Save myself a stack. And like I said earlier, I know these people need these tips to survive. I know they have.
It's true. I do need these tips to chat. It's funny because I did quit my job. I have 2 weeks left. This is true. This is real.
Feed. I know. I feel you. But in the back of my mind, I know I have mouths to feed too. My own mouth. And tipping is slowly taking that away from me. Now I'm gonna starve. And remember earlier,
it's just a way to make them more expensive.
Concept. Well, apparently it is to most countries. Every time I look in the comment section for a post regarding tipping, 90% of the comments will be from foreigners saying, well, over here in Timbuktu, Jumanji land, we never even heard of tipping. That
was me this whole video. You look at me and think we're the tip. Look. It's not Jumanji-land, it's Europe, okay? It's just Europe, okay? Chill. Chill, bro. Things are like supreme.
Real place, but it sounds like heaven if they don't tip. And it makes me think the people of the US here are purposely fucking me with this tipping shit. It's to be expected we tip 20 to 25%
20,
of the
25 is
bill here.
insane.
You have a better chance pulling a gun on me and robbing me because that's the only way you're gonna get that much money out of me. And I've been seeing news reports about
I like how pressed he is. He's almost crying. He's so pressed. I get it, though. I get it.
how there's a spread of self-checkout machines with tipping options.
Tipping a self-checkout? For what? For my service?
Who the hell am I tipping? Mr. and Mrs. Walmart themselves? Why they need my money? Why they need it? Any self-checkout tipping machine.
You know, it's funny because sometimes here at stores you'll get an option, but it's not gonna be tipping. It's gonna be like, would you like to give $1 for dying children? And then everybody presses no. Everybody presses no, but at least that's a good cause. Think with 1,000 bits, Darthil. Think with 1,000 bit tip.
Out there could suck the tip of my pee-pee. That's what you could do. And like I said earlier, I do tip my delivery drivers and waiters. I do, but I hate tipping. I bloody hate it. If I could abolish it, I would. I hate it. However, I know it's the
Calm down, bro. Calm down, bro. Bro, I would crash out like this, but whenever I crash out for fun, you guys just be like, oh my god, calm down, woman. Oh my god, pee-pee, please calm down. Please calm down. You're acting erratically. So I never get to crash out like this. I think it's really funny, but you guys never let me do it because you take it too seriously. This is true.
Or at least I was raised to believe if I don't tip my waiters, which I don't really believe now, but I begrudgingly admit tipping won't kill me, so I still tip. How much I tip? None of your beeswax. And even though I tip most of the time, I'm not gonna tell y'all you should tip. You could do whatever you want with the money you've earned. Like, I could be spending my money on helping the children in
I can't remember the last time I tipped. I think it was in Romania. I think it was in Romania when I went to the beach. Because we went to like a fancy place. I think it has to be. That has to be, bro. That has to be the last time, bro. You know? Has to be.
Africa and building houses there. But how else am I supposed to pay for my drip? I need money for my clothes, man. Those kids in Africa, they're not gonna pay for me. But yeah, those are my thoughts on tipping. Employees need better pay, so I can stop paying.
Think about the other 1,000 bits, goddamn.
Did you pray today? Did you pray today?
No.
Because if you didn't,
Yo, I love the energy of this video, and I also love the tips. I love the generous tips. Thank you for the tips, chat. Hell yeah, I think only tips streamers. Well, those are the essential workers. Those are the only good people in society, chat. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, man.